Hot Rod TV, brought to you by Summit Racing Equipment, the world's speed shop, and Original Parts Group, your source for GM 8-body restoration and performance parts, and Duplicolor, the leader in paints, primers, and coatings. Welcome back to Hot Rod TV. It's a 68 Firebird for one hot driver. AJ's been thrashing on her dream car, a 1968 Firebird that's at the halfway point of its rebirth. The boys at Year One know cool cars, and the team here is anxious to get to the assembly. As AJ's Firebird evolves, we see that the new gear is all top of the line.
Okay, so I see we have all my stereo equipment here, but what exactly is going in my car?
Okay, we've got a Alpine head unit. You said you wanted something that would control your iPod.
I want to keep it pretty classic and pretty stock looking, so this is going to be the only modern element that's going to show.
The guys at Boston Acoustics sent us some great equipment. We got 2 amplifiers. These are their top-of-the-line Z-Series speakers, and their oval subwoofer.
Now you got my wheels turning, because I know initially I said I don't want too much of the sound system exposed, but this is so impressive that I'm thinking I might want to just showcase this piece.
Well, we can take it to the car and kind of play around and see what would work best for you as far as placement. As far as the subwoofer, we can either mount it to where it's kind of facing up here and build a whole package tray, or it can be facing toward the back of the car and to be concealed, and you remove a panel and you can see it, or leave it exposed.
Well, one thing that I've learned is building and designing a car is a lot of work, mainly decision making, because it's got to be right.
Yeah, you don't want to redo it.
No, you don't want to redo it, and I just want to do it once and do it right, and I think so far so good.
Yeah.
Well, the audio package was sweet, but now it's on to a totally different type of power.
Okay, AJ, last time you were here, we looked at the Pontiac 350 that was originally installed in your Firebird, and what we have here, obviously, is the nice new clean engine that's going in its place.
I just have to hug it first.
Yeah, it is clean. Hug it now, because in a little while it'll be dirty.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it is amazing. This is it's from GM Performance Parts, 6-liter, 430-horse engine that you would see in, say, a new Corvette, a C6 Corvette. Bowler Transmissions has hooked us up with this really nice 4L60E. It's a 4-speed overdrive, electronically controlled. Bowler provides the control and everything for it, too, that controls shift points, line pressure, and all that cool stuff.
The boys have also updated the subframe.
Wow, this is so much different than the old one. I love Made in the USA.
Okay, let's talk about the driving experience. I know how the car feels to you is a big important thing.
Yes.
This is the steering rack, and this right here is going to make a big difference in how the car feels to you. I mean, it's actually going to steer quicker, a lot quicker than the old version, with a lot more road feel. This right here, upper control arms, the lower control arms, the springs, the shocks, this entire suspension package is actually going to make the car handle so much better, it's unbelievable.
Okay.
So you'll get the steering feel from the rack. The handling side of things comes from these pieces right here. You know, when you were here before, we looked at the, you know, not only the rusty subframe, but the big, ugly, rusty drum brakes.
Oh, yes.
Big, huge bear brakes like this. This is the kind of braking setup you'll need to get good, repeatable stops time after time after time.
Yeah, that'll make you stop. And speaking of brakes...
All right, well, we're going to go ahead and finish up spraying the brake pedal assembly here on AJ's 68 Firebird. And we're going to go ahead and spray some Duplicolor self-priming epoxy paint on it.
Year One knows what to do when you want your ride to look killer, but these guys don't build trailer queens.
We drive our stuff, so we need stuff that works, and this stuff right here works.
Okay, the time is now. Let's get that engine in and get it working.
Slowly. All right, Mike, so it looked like it went in pretty easy, so would it be safe to say it was a perfect fit?
Pretty close. We may have some minor adjustments fitting certain parts, but other than that, it should be plug and play.
Okay, so this motor is meant for this car.
It is. It
Okay.
fits perfect.
That's all I gotta know.
That's just the start of the big assembly. Because AJ's ride has a long way to go before she's ready for the big show. There's a lot more coming up when we return to Hot Rod TV.